Welcome to IT Assembler, your destination for practical IT knowledge and hands-on tutorial. In this video, we will enable the sensitivity label option for Microsoft 365 groups, which we can manage multiple security options in SharePoint, Entra ID, Groups, Viva Engage, and others. There is currently no option to enable from Admin Portal, which we have to enable via PowerShell. This options we need to enable one time for a tenant. If you are enabling the option first time, please follow the steps in PowerShell script. I will mention required PowerShell scripts on description. Here in this Microsoft page, it mentioned the options we will get when we enable sensitivity label on M365 groups. Example: external sharing from SharePoint sites, access from unmanaged devices, authentication contexts, prevent discovery of private teams for users who have this capability, how to enable sensitivity labels for containers, and synchronize labels, assigning labels to M365 groups by following the PowerShell scripts. Open PowerShell as administrator on your system or server. As the PowerShell required to install the Graph module's first two commands. Install module Microsoft, Graph, authentication, scope current user. Install module Microsoft, Graph, beta, identity.directory management, scope current user. Type A, acceptance for installing all modules for both the script. I have faced some issues with running the script on my PC. I have resolved it by running some commands. I will mention on description step-by-step /. Finally got the authentication page to connect to the Microsoft tenant. I am using Global Administrator account. For this Microsoft 365 Groups sensitivity label configuration, enable MIP labels may not already exist as a directory setting. If the setting doesn't exist, you need to create the setting first, rather than update it. This is consistent with the Microsoft documentation you are looking at for enabling sensitivity labels for Teams, Microsoft 365 Groups, and SharePoint sites. You have enabled the Microsoft 365 Groups capability required for sensitivity labels. Microsoft Purview. Sensitivity labels. Microsoft 365 Groups. Enable MIP labels equals true. Teams/Microsoft 365 Groups. This is the configuration that allows sensitivity labels to be applied to Microsoft 365 Groups, which also affects Teams because Teams are backed by Microsoft 365 Groups. You can verify the option if it enabled by going to Sensitivity Label tab, and while creating if you are able to select groups and sites, then it means the option is enabled on tenant level. The PowerShell and process I will mention on the description. If you have any doubts, please comment. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.